So we started out with kind of a late start this year because the season's pushed back a couple weeks. But started out with a small home meet, and then we had our big invitational, and then we traveled down to UC San Diego this past weekend. So 3 meets, and things have gone pretty well on schedule. I feel like for doing well this weekend and then postseason. We're going to have 7 guys in the race, a little bit smaller squad than we'd like to have, but that's the way it shook out this year. Our top 5 have been running fantastic. If they run well, we should do fine. Leading the charge is Benji and Drew, who are running right up there with the top guys in the conference. I feel like they'll do really, really well. And then we have a nice little pack with Logan, Kenny, and Michael, our next 3 guys. So, and they've been running as well as they ever have. So yeah, those 5 are doing well. And then we'll have Jeremy and Jesse, a couple other guys, as our 6, 7. But yeah, it's a strong group, and I feel really, really good about how they've been doing. As far as competition goes, obviously the standard Chico, Pomona, San Diego, really strong this year, all 3 of those teams. And then we've seen some improvement from Stanislaus, Monterey Bay. Humboldt's always good, so it'll be a really deep conference. I think 5 or 6 regionally ranked teams on the men's side. So, but we're right in there, and we feel like we can compete with those guys, and our guys are really looking forward to it. Yeah, well, obviously Paxton's our top girl. She's all conference in track and cross country. I think she was all region last year in cross country, and so she's looking great. She's run once this year, raced once, but she doesn't need to race a lot. Without her in San Diego, we still did pretty well, but we feel like with her back for conference, then we have a really strong, maybe top 4, and then behind them we have it's just whichever freshman shows up. And we have 7 out of the 10 runners. We have 7 that have not run at a conference meet before, so 6 of them being freshmen. It's a really young team in that sense, but Paxton, Lindsay, and Rocio are top. 3 of our top 4 girls have the experience and are running fantastic this year. Especially Lindsay and Rocio, they've much improved. So throw in Corey, our other freshman, our top freshman, and then the other freshman. So I think it's going to be one of those things where we'll see how the freshmen do, and it perhaps could do very, very well as a team. But I'm counting on the returners certainly being right up there. Paxton, depending on how she's feeling, she could be among the top girls in the conference, and hopefully Lindsay, Rocio, and Corey right behind her. As far as teams go, we haven't seen Chico yet this year. We didn't race them or Pomona, but I think we raced just about everybody else. And again, it's a similar story, with the top teams, but we're hoping to do pretty well, mix it up with those sort of, 4, 5, 6 teams that we usually wind up racing. And then, of course, with both teams, this is just the next step towards regionals, which we hope is kind of our focus, which is sort of the thing we look at. And so we'll see how that goes. We'll go from, we'll see how it goes this weekend, and then we'll move on to regionals, where kind of what we've been training for. So I'm optimistic, feel good about the trip and the meet coming up, and it's exciting. Conference is always really exciting. So we'll see how it goes.